Right, so welcome back to F1 24. Now, yesterday I started my Team Career Mode series, and today I am starting my Driver Career Mode series. But this ain't gonna be any ordinary Driver Career Mode. We are not using one of the current 20 drivers. We are not using a custom-made driver. Oh no. We are using the greatest of all time, Ayrton Senna. I did a poll on my community tab here on YouTube and asked, would you rather see Schumacher at Ferrari or Ayrton Senna at McLaren? And the vote sits at 50-50. So I made the decision myself and went for Senna. Right, so this is going to be the Season 1 calendar. Now, I've tried to choose races that Ayrton Senna drove at in 1991 when he last won the World Championship. There are a couple extra additions just because I need 16 tracks, those being Abu Dhabi, Las Vegas, Singapore, and Austria. Every other track though, well, every other country I should say, Ayrton Senna raced at in his third title win year. And here we go. So if we go over to icons now in the bottom left, we can choose any of these drivers. But of course, we are going with the GOAT, Ayrton Senna, in the McLaren. Now, as you can see, the McLaren is actually rated as the 4th fastest car, equal on pace with the Aston Martin, the Mercedes, and slightly behind the Ferrari. So we are going to be starting the season probably fighting for podiums, maybe just some good points finishes. So it ain't like a normal season and career mode where you start really low down like a Haas or an RB and make your way up. No, we are going to be doing every single race in this career mode in a McLaren. Well, hang on. I've not actually played this yet. We have a pre-career mode cutscene in Monaco, of course. That's where Ayrton Senna he owns that place pretty much. There he is in some very casual wear. This cutscene's hilarious because this random contracts legal person is giving Ayrton Senna a rundown of how Formula 1 works and what he has to do. That's incredible. Right, so here's the contract. Actually starting with a really good rating, 93. Very low experience, even though he done what? Like 10 years of F1. But of course, the other 3 stats are ridiculous. Right, set target rating. So this is what they want me to be at the end of the season. They recommend 94, so that's fine with me. We can only go for a 1-season contract. Now, of course, when I get the chance, I would extend that to like a 9-year contract. And I think we're ready to sign. So, bosh. Lovely stuff. Contract signed. And here we are in the career mode interface. So, of course, Australia is our opening race of the season. Thank God, because I don't want to do another race around Bahrain. I think all of this is fine. We can leave that for now, because there's nothing to really do. I think we could just go straight into Melbourne and do our first race as Ayrton Senna in this driver career mode. Right, we might as well actually just go and watch the grid reveal. So this is going to be quite interesting. We're going to have all of the current 20 drivers, you know, all the young gunners, the Verstappens, the Leclercs, and Norris, and then there's just like, what, 60-year-old Ayrton Senna. It looks, oh, I keep forgetting about Gasly's player model and how horrible it is. That gives me nightmares all the time. It looks so wrong. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? You got all these drivers and then just Ayrton Senna just there. That's great. That's lovely. I enjoyed that. Right, so here we are with the recycled cutscene of all the people working hard. Senna and Lando having a good chat. Cool, what a blast this must be for Lando. My goodness, imagine having like your idol as your teammate. That must be an incredible experience. But there we are, sitting down, getting ready. Now, I should point out that in my team career mode, I'm doing a full quali. In this, I'm just going to be doing a short quali because it takes less time. And I'll also still be skipping practice. So I will see you in quali. And here we are in qualifying. Now, as I did in F1 23, I'm going to be doing 2 hot laps on 2 sets of softs, and we'll see where we can qualify in our very first session. Now, on the performance ratings, we are the 4th quickest car, equal with the Mercedes and the Aston. So if we can sort of go for at least a top 8, in a perfect world, a top 5. But between places of 8th and 4th is sort of the expected area of position. So that's what we're going to aim for. Right, here we go for the very first hot lap. as Ayrton Senna. Let's go. We know he was a bit of a qualifying expert, so let's see if that carries over to the grand year of 2024. Into turn 1. I've not actually driven this track yet, so it's going to be quite interesting. Of course, we're going to be using overtake down the straights. I think that was actually a very good turn 1. I've gone a bit wide through turn 2, but we can live with that, I think. We can ride the curbs a bit now, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Flat through here, as always. Lovely stuff. First sector time is going to come through, and we are... Whoa, I've gone wide. Uh-oh. Okay, bit on the gravel. We'll carry on, because this is more of a learning lap. Just learn when to brake, when to turn, little things like that. But being 6/10 up on Magnussen through sector 1 is slightly promising. Again, another 2 temps down the straight. Proper riding the curbs now. Bit ridiculous how much you can, but I'll try and make sure not to just go into a massive rant about the handling. Whoa, outbrake myself through there. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for my second run. Need to brake a bit early. What about here? Bit early? Oh, even earlier than that. Okay, that's fine. Round the final corner. A bit of a scruffy first lap, but, you know, I've got an excuse though. It's literally my first lap. We come across the line and put it P10. Honestly, with how bad that lap was and how much I can go faster, being a 10th off P8, I don't think it's too bad at all. I reckon, in a perfect world, I can easily find up to half a second on that lap. So let's get back to the garage, put some new boots on, and cook. Oh, actually, look at this. I'm only 3 and a bit tenths off a top 3. And like I said, I can easily get half a second if I keep my lap clean. Oh, this is very, very promising. Alright, let's get out on track for my final lap of this first quali session. There could be something special on the cards here, I can't lie. Right, this needs everything that I have got. Using everything I learned from my very first lap, let's see what I can do. Use that overtake really early to give me a little bit of boost. There we go. Oh, got very loosey-goosey on the rear through there, but honestly, that first corner on my first lap was very good, so I'm not expecting to improve. However, through there, I could definitely improve, and there you go, I have. Flat through here again, little bit wide, but it's okay. I'm a 10th up right now. I'm going to try not go off track through there. That's a lovely run. Look at that time gain. Already up to 4/10 of a second, and I have not even got into sector 3 yet. Through the fast left right, you can use a lot of curb. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, I might lose a bit of time because I haven't got overtake left, but I know now to brake earlier. Get on that curb. Nice exit. Slight lift. Try not to lose the rear. Brake really early. Bit of wiggle, that's fine. Round the final corner. Right up against the wall. That's surely a pole. That's got to be a pole position. No way. Surely not. Oh my goodness. On my debut race as Ayrton Senna, we know he's the best qualifier in Formula 1. And he goes and gets a P1 by a 10th over Max Verstappen. 6/10 up on my teammate, Lando Norris. I targeted a top 8, maybe a top 5. I've gone and got myself a top 1. Wow, what a time to be alive. I am beyond excited for my opening race of the season. And let's go do it. Let's have it! And here we are on a Sunday afternoon here in Melbourne. Of course, it's actually a Monday morning, or a Sunday morning, I should say, for those on the other side of the world where I am now. But, you know what? This is going to be a great race. This is going to be a great race. I'm starting P1 as Ayrton Senna. And wasn't his final win in Donington? No, not Donington, but that's in England. What's the track called? You know, the other one, not Albert Park, the other one that they raced at in Australia. I don't know, but what I'm trying to say is, wasn't Australia the last place Ayrton won, and now I'm on pole in the first race of this series? Wow. Right, I'm ready to go. Strategy and fuel is sorted. Let's have it. And for the opening race in this Senna McLaren Reunited career mode, we're off. And that is a bit of a squirrely start. We are away though. Verstappen up the inside. I'm going to have to give him room, which I've done. Oh, I've gone off a bit, though. Uh-oh. Verstappen got the better exit. He's going to have a bit more speed. We brake at the same time. Get round turn 2. Little bit of wheel banging. We are still wheel to wheel with Max Verstappen. And I do manage to hold him off and maintain my first place through the first sector of this first lap. Alright, here comes Verstappen. Do I have the means to hold him off? I think I do. And at the end of lap 1, I have taken the fastest lap and I've kept P1. Incredible stuff. Right, now DRS is enabled, I think. Can I hold him off down these straights? Now, my straight line speed is going to be pretty poor. I am running quite high downforce. So we'll see how that goes. Here comes Verstappen. I think he's just too far back to go for a move, so I should be able to hold him off. Right, here comes Verstappen. He's actually going to go to the outside. That's very brave by him. Give him room. And I do manage to stay ahead, but now there's a second lot of DRS. Is he going to go for a move? Leclerc's going to go for a move on Verstappen. Verstappen's going for a move on me. All the action's kicking off. Verstappen holds off Leclerc for P2. And I hold off him for P1. So, even though there was a bit of scrapping, positions are still the same. Front left is struggling quite a lot. Verstappen to the outside. That's ridiculous from Verstappen. And he bangs my front wheel to sort of say, you know what? Screw you. Alright, fair enough. Verstappen ain't here to play about. Here comes Leclerc as well. Leclerc's going to go for a move. I think I braked slightly later. Oh, that was close. Right, as long as I can keep Verstappen's DRS, I'm still in this. Although the DRS isn't very powerful in this game in general, so... I've had a good run through Sector 1. 6 tenths to Verstappen. I haven't got much overtake to use, though. I don't even think I can close up, to be fair. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We are closing quite quickly. Through the fast left and right. I've gone wide a little bit. We'll keep our foot in there, though. To the outside of Verstappen. This is very brave and very stupid at the same time. Wheel to Verstappen. Decent exit. Swing around the outside. He's still in this. He brakes later. Oh, I've had oversteer. I think I get DRS though. Oh no, shut up. Oh, okay, neither of us have DRS. That's fine. If I can keep Leclerc behind, I might be able to go for a dive bomb down the inside of turn 2. Or actually, is this turn 2? I don't know. You know what I mean by turn 2, this next corner. Here comes Leclerc, though. Okay, we can hold him off. Nice, nice, nice. Big W. Right, I think the plan is to try and save some ERS for the next lap. Stay close to Verstappen, and then go for a move through any of the DRS. I just need to save ERS. That's all I need to do. Yo, my DRS is actually very, very powerful. In fact, it's so powerful... Down the inside of Verstappen, I don't think he was expecting that. Round the outside, he pushes me off a little bit. I've got more DRS though, to the outside again. This is what I just done, and it didn't work. This time it does work though. And my plan immediately goes in the bin, because I got the move done there. So on lap 5, I have regained P1. But this battle is by no means over, because, you know, here comes Verstappen straight out of the exit of that corner. And he's already passed me. Great. And because of how this track works, he now gets DRS down there as well. Got to be careful of Leclerc behind. One little slip up and he's through. Right, here we come again with DRS to the outside of Verstappen. I would like to actually play this a lot more patiently and get him down the main straight, but there's an opportunity here. Little switchback. Nope, switchback hasn't worked. That ain't necessarily a bad thing, though, because now I can actually do my, initial plan, which was to get him down this straight, really. Oh, but Verstappen's had a great exit out the final corner. I don't know if I can get him here. Oh, I'm quick in a straight line, though. To the inside of Verstappen. Oh, big wiggle. That is beautiful, though, and now I've got DRS to clear off and build myself a gap. Come on, that was a really good move. Here comes Verstappen. Will he go for it? He's not. But there is still this second DRS zone. Will he go for it through here? He's a bit far back. If I just sit about here, he should be good. Yes, nice one. Right, so I'm not actually stopping for another 2 laps. The tyre wear isn't that bad. It's mainly just my front left that's struggling. Like I said in my My Team Career Mode video, though, I don't actually know how I save my front left. I'm not technically smart enough for that, but as you can see, the front left is really struggling. Compare that to my front right. It's pretty insane. It's more than double. Covering off Verstappen through turn 1. Of course, now, though, there's that second DRS straight. And my overtake is just, my ERS just charges so slowly. It's very difficult to manage. I'm trying to like, turn off my ERS through the corners so it can charge, but I can't just have it off all the time because the cars behind would just blitz past me. It's very difficult. Oh, and we have received our very first in-race objective, which is to charge the ERS to 51% by lap 12. Here comes Verstappen to the outside. And I can't really fight that because of this stupid in-game objective. And he gets DRS on the return straight as well. Although he ain't actually pulling away as much as I thought, but I can't really go for this. So I'm going to turn the ERS off throughout this third sector to get that charge up that I need. Right, through turn 1, I've gone a bit wide, that's fine. Can I do anything about Verstappen? Can I go for a move down the inside? I'm going to go for it. To the inside of Verstappen, it's a bit late on the brakes, there's a little bit of contact. But once again, I make the move for P1, and I'm through. Once again, though, I can't fight Verstappen. I haven't got the ERS to do this. Leclerc's actually going around the outside of maybe both of us. What is Leclerc cooking up? That was spectacular by him. Holy moly, Leclerc up to P2. It's also crucial that I stay ahead on this specific lap because obviously next lap, well, this lap actually, I'm coming into the pits. So I would like to stay ahead. Right, there we go. ERS charged. And into the pits we must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Leclerc right behind. It's just a matter of who gets the quicker pit stop. Come on, team. That's pretty bad. No. Game? Okay, I've just been robbed. Nice one. So Leclerc gets to go out way ahead of me for free. Meanwhile, I'm now stuck directly in front of Verstappen. Nice, that was fun. I don't want to use all my overtake on this outlap, but I kind of need to, and I do just want to. I'm catching Leclerc by quite a lot, and it's making me greedy. Fastest sector 2 as well. I'm cooking. Oh, look at that. I've actually managed to get DRS on Leclerc. I have no idea how I've done that, but that's very promising. Here comes Verstappen. I can hold him back. Here's Sainz. Round turn 1, I'm going to have... Oh, that's really, really, like, unfortunate. Sainz comes out, doesn't get out of the way, and that is actually one of the biggest problems about this track in real life as well. We saw a couple of times in the race, I believe even with Sergio Perez mainly, that he came out, like, going through turn 1, someone else exited the pits and he had to, like, go off track. I don't remember exactly who it was, but... what just happened to me happened in real life as well. They need to change that pit lane. But anyway, enough about that. We are very close to Leclerc's DRS. We've got to be careful of Sainz behind, who has actually got an overcut on Max Verstappen. Here comes Sainz. That straight line speed is mighty. He is using all of his overtake. Here comes Sainz. Is he going to go for it? He was thinking about it. He positioned the car for it, but in the end decided not to. So, in P1 now. But Sainz is quick. He's very quick. Hamilton takes the fastest lap. I'm not entirely sure how he's even managed that, but fair play. Getting really close to Leclerc. Only 4 tenths now to him. I think if I can stay within half a second through this corner, I should have enough to get by him. Let's see. Is it going to be enough? 3 tenths? It should be. I haven't got the most overtake in the world, so I'm going to hold back. DRS is now enabled, so I'm going to use the rest of my overtake to the outside of Leclerc, and I should be through before... Oh, yes, I was through before the corner even came. Excellent stuff. And I get DRS on the next straight to clear away from him a little bit. That is huge for this first race. Keeping my ERS off throughout Sector 3, just so I've got a lot to use down the straight. There we go. ERS back on. Look how dirty my car is. Holy moly. Anyway, Leclerc down the straight to the outside. Gotta give him room. I have given room. He's backed out of it. I hold on to P1 as I also set the fastest lap of the race. ERS is now going off again. Right, here comes Leclerc again. Oh, he's going to the outside. I wasn't expecting that. Same thing as the last lap. Gotta give him room. And he is going to back out of it again. Now, I'm actually going to try and save my ERS down this straight, because he shouldn't actually go for a move. And yeah, he doesn't. So, that's big. I've got a bit of extra overtake to use down the back straight if I need to. We have got another mid-race objective, which is to do an average lap of a 21.6. That should be reasonable. I think that's okay. I mean, I'm currently lapping in the high 90s, low 120s. Here comes Leclerc to the outside. Is it going to be enough to get the move done? No, because I could just carry a lot more speed through that chicane, like a lot more, because of my extra downforce. That is saving me right now. Right, so my first lap time for this average thing is going to be a 21.1, which is actually very slow, but it's okay. Leclerc again. Same thing, 3 laps in a row now. Just hold off the inside and we're good. 50% ERS to use now. I'm still going to keep saving it and building it up. I'm only going to use it when absolutely necessary. Right, lap 2 of this average lap thing, and I'm going to set a 1 minute 20.4. That's a lot more on pace. And I actually managed to hold off Leclerc without him having to go to the outside this time. I was a little bit further ahead this lap. It has been a good lap, so that's always good. 5 laps remaining now. It'd be an absolutely incredible scene if I managed to win on my debut race as Ayrton Senna. Here comes Leclerc. This time he's going a little switchback. He's going to the inside. I've managed to hold him off. What about this next corner? No, we are all good. Lovely stuff. Average lap time thing. Going well. Currently a second up on what they want me to do. Lando Norris, by the way, currently sitting in, I believe, that is P17. So, he's obviously had a bit of an incident or had some damage. But yeah, a bit of a stinker from him on this first race. And look at the speed I can carry through that chicane. And that was pretty bad as well. That is incredible. Here comes Leclerc again. Will he actually go for it this time? No. As we enter the final 3 laps of this race, I've done the average lap time thing. That is all cushy and lovely. And now I could start being a little bit more active with my ERS usage. I think I've saved it up enough. I only wanted to save it up for the final couple laps to defend. And here we go for the penultimate lap of this opening race. Here comes Leclerc again. Will he go for it? No, he doesn't. Good stuff. I've still got 60% ERS remaining. I would like a bit more. So I'm still going to be charging. This is all going to come down to the final lap. Right, this is where Leclerc starts closing up down this straight. Would he go for a move, though? Here he comes, and no, he doesn't. So let's swing her into the chicane. Lovely stuff. Adrenaline is getting a bit high now, I can't lie. And here we go for the final lap of this Australian Grand Prix. Overtake, go. Come on. Will Leclerc go for it into turn 1? He doesn't. Into turn 1. Overtake immediately back on. Second straight, we are all clear. Through sector 1, need to keep oversteer and minor mistakes to a minimum. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Good run through there. 7/10 gap to Leclerc. Now I could truly dump all of my overtake. And I'm gone. I'm actually out. 9/10 gap. That is going to start coming down though. ERS off through the chicane, so I've got some left. Proper swinger in. Lovely stuff. Overtake on. Down the final DRS straight. The gap is to over a second. I've outbraked myself though, but we're all okay. Just keep it composed through this final sector. And what a time to be alive. I thought this series would start off with, like, you know, barely getting into the points. But on debut, as Ayrton Senna, I have won the Australian Grand Prix, and that was a great race, and I called it was going to be a great race. A three-way fight for the lead from start to finish, some excellent managing by me to recharge that ERS throughout the race, so I've got enough to defend in the final few laps, and wow, that was incredible. And there he is. This is a very familiar feeling for Ayrton Senna, of course. He won... Oh, I really should know how many races he won. Wasn't it like 32? I could be wrong. I have to fact check that. But there he is on the podium. He used to win races in red and white. He now wins races in papaya. Nothing's changed, though. He's still just as good as a driver. And when I say he's just as good, I mean I'm just as good. Because I'm world class. And here's the final finishing order. P1 for Ayrton Senna, aka me, and the fastest lap. So we start this career mode with a 26-point banger. Charles Leclerc and a Ferrari teammate of Carlos Sainz both move up places. P3 to P2, P4 to P3. Max Verstappen drops down from P2 to P4. Bit of a stinker from him. And Lando Norris all the way down in P16. He actually started P19. I didn't even realise that, so he must have done his first qualifying run and then didn't improve on his second run. Might have had a bit of traffic. I did not even realise that. I really should have. So, Lando only, to be fair though, he only gained 3 places from starting P19. If he started like P7 and dropped down, that's fair enough because he might have had damage, like I said, during the race. But the fact he started P19 and could only gain 3 places throughout the entirety of the race, that's quite poor from Lando. Especially because if he was 2 seconds more up the road, he would have finished P8. Look how close that is. There is only 5 seconds between P8 and P20. Wow. What a race. What an opening race. Now, I know some might be thinking, what's the point of doing a career mode if you're just going to start by winning? But I can't make McLaren worse. And honestly, I might not even do this series for very long. It might only be a 2 or 3 season thing. But I think that was a fantastic opening episode. And yeah, that's going to be all from me. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.